Hey, what's up, everybody? Chad Thibodeau, business coach, launch strategist here. Hey, I'm going to be doing a demo of a brand new piece of software that we just got created, getting ready to launch out to the world. You guys are the first people to see this, and I'm really excited to show you because I truly believe this is going to be a game changer for so many coaches out there. You know, as a guy who's coached thousands and thousands of people, one of my biggest struggles as a coach has always been like how to track the progress of my clients and how they're doing, and whether they're spending their time on real stuff or on money-making activities. And we've always used some Excel spreadsheets and you know, a Google Doc here, a Google Doc there, but I've always wanted to have a really cool piece of software. And so some people use programs like Salesforce or Go High Level, and they've got a pretty good CRM in the back end. The problem is they're so clunky. I mean, so clunky. And not only are they clunky, but they've got 22,384 features in them that it's really easy to be overwhelmed. And so what happens is a lot of the people that I work with, they get overwhelmed by those big CRMs and stuff that they don't do anything. And so they'll use a notepad or a pencil. Worse, they'll just keep it in their brain, and it never really works. And so I'm like, you know, there's got to be a better way. You know, there's just got to be a better way than that. And I went searching for software. I couldn't find anything. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to build my own. So last week I did a training called the 7 things, the 7 daily. It was the 7 daily money-making activities for coaches. And I said in there that I'm going to build a little tracker to help us track this. And so last week I went and we worked with some developers, and we had what we called the Rainmaker app built. And because, you know, you've got to do stuff to make it rain each and every day. But it just wasn't robust enough for me. And so I started asking some of my coaches and some of my clients, like, you know, if you were to have a tracker or a CRM, like, what would you want in it? And started getting some really good feedback. And so I started putting that in there, and it just hit me like, you know, I don't love the name Rainmaker. It's got a lot of different connotations to it. It's not really unique and different. And it's like, you know, the only thing that you're doing inside of your company is making it rain. And our job as coaches is to be a lot different than that. And so I was trying to think of a name that I wanted to use, and my son's name is ArchR. And when you think about an archer, like, you know, he takes a bow and arrow and he pulls that arrow back, and he's got his eye right on the target, and then he releases and does all the work to make sure that that arrow goes straight to the bullseye. And I'm like, you know, that's really what we do as coaches, is we're really archers. And so I just asked my son, hey, can I steal your name? And he said absolutely. And so I spelt it a little different, but I want to show you this. I want to bring you behind the scenes of this app of ArchR. That's what we're calling it, and because it's the thing that you do. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you, and you'll be able to see this here. So you'll notice up in the upper left hand corner, right here it says ArchR, and you can't really see it because it's small, but that's a raindrop underneath the A. And so we still got the little Rainmaker in there, but just barely. But it says ArchR. We have brand new branding and logos being designed and created for it, even as we speak right now. I can't wait to do it. But every day you're going to wake up, and this is what it looks like. Now I've actually got a demo site with like 50 people in it, but I haven't had a chance to test it out. So I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna risk that. So I'm just gonna start new. I've got like a couple people in here, but I'm just gonna show you how this works. So every day you come in and you log in, and it's got today's performance. And so you can see, you know, there's, you know, 0 outreach. You know, I wish there was a way that I could. There probably is. I wish there was a way where I could write on my screen here, so I could show you this. Let me take a look here. See if I can't figure it out. Oh well. But you up in the over left hand corner, it says today's performance. So it says 0 outreach, 2 calls booked, 0 contacts, offers made, right? And then as you scroll down a little bit, you can see now over on the right, what you can't see here right now, because I pushed pause on it because I've got a couple shifts I make. But what you're going to see right there is this is basically the clients that you need to give emphasis to right this moment. But so let's say you come here from the dashboard, you can add a client, you can track activity, you know, so we'll just click the track activity, you know, button here, and I'm trying to do it on my computer. I forgot I'm on my iPad here. So we track activity here, and you come in and you can see there's warm outbound, cold outbound, follow-ups, calls, offers made, content posts, success stories, ad spend, and broadcast. Okay, so these are the the things right here. So you'll notice that like when I hover over it, like a plus button comes, right? So I can click on here and I can click a plus button, and what it does is it pops something up. So let's say that I come in here, and once again I'm on my iPad, so if you were texting this would be a lot easier. But if you come here and you show the keyboard, so like let's say that, you know, I'm going to work with, you know, John Doe, right? So we're going to come in and we're going to type in John Doe's name right here, and I'm going to call him John Doe, okay? Just so we can do this. So we put his name in. Okay, so we have that, and then once again, I'm on my iPad, so I don't know how to get rid of this guy. Return. How do I get rid of my iPad here? There we go, hide keyboard. So I put his name in, and then I put communication platform, like how did you hear about this guy? So let's say that, you know, we reach out to him on Messenger, and then, you know, let's say we found out about him from a paid ad, right? So we've got all the information. I can put any information in here, next step, and what happened. So let's say that, you know, I received a reply, right? So I can log the activity here, and I've got it, and then you'll see what it does here. So then when I come to my CRM, over here, you can see that I've got like John Doe here, and he's a warm outreach. But let's say that, you know, we're going back and forth, and he's become an active convo here, or let's say that, you know, I've come here and, you know, I booked a call with him right here, or let's say that on the call, you know, I made an offer to him. And I'm doing this on my iPad. I should be doing this on my computer. And we're negotiating. And so let's say that on the negotiating call right here, let's say that I came in and let's say that I won, right? So let's say that we made a sale. So I can come in here and I can like put, okay, well, what kind of offer did I make? So I've got 3 products in here. I'll show you how to put those in there. So let's say that, you know, we gave him the yellow brick road value at $12,500, and, you know, we're going to come here and, you know, we're going to start him, and then we're going to assign him a coach, and right now I'm his coach, and then we're going to update the client. So as you can see here, when you come here, you can see that we won. We did it. So let's say after I onboard him, I want to move him from the one over to the active client. Okay, so now he's an active client. So then when I come over here, like to the clients, I can look here and I can see now that he is an active client, right? So he's assigned a coach, he's got the yellow brick road, he's got a value, and he's active, right? So I can come here and I can do some really cool stuff. Now, a couple of things that I've got hidden here is like in the tracker. Like here, I've got some stuff that I can do. Once again, I've got it hidden because there's one little button that I want to fix in it, but I wanted to do this demo because I told you I'd be on here at noon. But what I've got, which you'll see down here at the bottom, you can't see it right this moment, but what you'll be able to see here is you'll see that I've got a place where you can do client fulfillment logs every single day, right? So, you know, I click on him and it'll give me the pulse of what we're doing with him, okay? So let's say that was sales, okay? So let's say I take a sales call. So this will track how many sales calls I made, how many offers I made, how many sales I closed, how much I billed, how much I collected, the new monthly revenue, and I can track that from today, from week, from month, or for year, and I can see exactly how my business is doing. If I want a product, if I want to add a product, I can just click here, add a product, so I have it, so I know how much it is, and then of course I can have an analytics. Something we just added is I have a team, okay? So like let's say that you have more than one coach in your business, right? Or more than one team member in your business. But you don't want to create a brand new app for them because 1, it'll cost more money, but 2, all the data would be scattered. So what I did was I created a team component so you can add as many team members in here, and you can come as the owner on the analytics and on the dashboard. You can see exactly what they're doing every single day, right? So you can come in and you can see it, okay? So like let's say so our John Doe here, he's a client that needs attention. So let's say we're going to check in with him. Okay, we're going to come in and we can see this, and we're going to edit it, and so we're going to come in and we're going to see exactly, you know, what we did. So let's say that, you know, he's an active client. This is not quite what I want here. I should be able to check. I want to be able to check in with the client. So I'll make a quick little shift, and you'll be able to see that in a minute. But what I love about this is I can track it. So I can see the performance. I can see how many outreaches I did, how many calls I booked, how many conversations I have, how many offers I made. I can see how much revenue I'm making this week, how many new clients I have this week, how many outreach. So I can just see it at a high level. I can track my activity every single day, so I can know exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing. So let's say that I'm doing a call with somebody, right? Oh, I forgot to show you a really cool part. So let's say I can set a daily goal for myself. So I click here on the goal button. And so, once again, I'm on my iPad. So this is really designed for a computer or a phone. So, but let's say that I come here and let's say that my goal is to do 10 every single day. So I can set my goal here as 10. I can set my outbound, and so I can see how I'm doing, and it'll keep track of everything that I'm doing. Let's say that I've got a to-do list, right? So let's say that I want to come in here and I'm like, man, I need to, call, Alvin. Okay, I want to call Alvin back, and then I can associate him with the client. So I've only got a couple clients in here right now, but so let's say that I come in here and I put in, John Doe, and I can just add a task, and it'll come here. It'll put the task on. It'll assign it to a particular client, so I can see it. Okay. Now, a couple cool little things that are happening behind the scenes, even as we speak. They may be done even before I get off this demo, but like right now, that client that we have when we go back to the track today. So we've got it now where they're setting it up. Should be done any second. Where when you type the name in, your client list will come up. You can pick the actual client, and then it'll track everything right on his tracker, right? So like if I look at Jorge, right? So you can see it says no logs found for this. Oh, you can't see it because I'm on my. You can't see that because I can see it on my iPad clearly, just because the way I've got this set up, the things. But down at the bottom it says no logs found for this period. Let me see if I can bring this down. No, that just makes it bigger. It says no logs found for this period, and I can search that by day, week, all time, and then I can see anything that I've ever done with that particular client. So it's all nice and neat, all right in one single space. I can delete a client. I can do anything that I want. So it's pretty simple, pretty awesome. We're making some really significant shifts and upgrades to it. And the nice thing is like these updates, when we make them, they go live immediately. And so they'll send you an email saying, hey, here's what's new. And you'll see everything. But we've got some really cool stuff in the works. It's a CRM specifically for coaches, right? So you can track your performance. You can see what you're doing with your clients. You can track it every single day. It is it's superb, and I'm really, really excited about the rollout of this thing. The nice thing is we've kept the price really low. It's $17 a month, and it's really cool. And it's not just $17 a month for this, but you're also going to get weekly coaching session with me, like in our Monday morning mentor. You're going to get our core curriculum, our core 4+1 core curriculum that goes along with this, and you're going to get my AI chat to coach you. Speaking of AI chat, so let's say that you do all the work here, right? And you're like, boy, how am I doing? I've got built in right here in the Cabot Coaching. I've got my AI chat built into this, so it will analyze your performance of everything that you're doing right throughout the week, and it will tell you exactly what you need to be doing in order to increase the bottom line for your business. Okay, so I have AI chat all built into this already. So based upon what you're doing with your numbers, it'll tell you. So it may say, listen, like right now, it's telling me like high priority. I need to go increase outbound activities. If you want to make money, it's like to meet your daily and weekly goals. Prioritize increasing warm and cold bound activities. Aim to reach at least 75% of your daily target for warm outbound, 7 out of 10, and 19 out of 25. So it'll tell you exactly what you need to do each and every day to be able to do it. And so like right now, it's telling me medium, just focus on content and success stories mediumly. The big money makers right now is up here. And so I've got this built in to it. So you can come in and set your goals, do everything. It will track your analytics. It'll track everything in here, and then it will give you the coaching that you want for it. So pretty cool. So I'll do a quick little rundown again. This is daily dashboard. Every day you're going to come, you'll see a list of clients over here on your right, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to be doing with them each and every day, okay, which is awesome, okay? The track today, you can see what you're doing or what a member of your team is doing each and every day. Here, warm outbound, cold outbound, follow-ups, calls, offers made, and I love this. Like you come in and let's say you're doing a call, you can come in and tell exactly what you did, exactly what you did on the call. Let's say that you made an offer, okay? You can come in here and how do I hide keyboard? You can come in here and you can see how much the offer was, et cetera. You put it all that in there. Let's say you're creating a content post. It'll come in and say, okay, well, what kind of content post do you want to create? Oh, I want to create a social media post. Fantastic. What topic do you want? Okay, where do you want to post? Bam, 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 bam. What's the call to action? What's the content URL? Bam, log activity. And so it saves it in your back end so you can always see what you're doing. So as you're looking and saying, man, you know what? We had a lot of leads come comment from that particular post. You can go back and redo that particular kind of post. We've got that all built into the system. It's pretty awesome. So success stories, you click on here, well, what kind of success story? A text testimonial, screenshot, a social media screenshot message, a video testimonial, case study, or whatever. How do you plan on using it? Do you want to upload an asset? Whatever. You can do all of this stuff, so you have it. It's ready to go. Ad spend. How much money do you want to spend on your ads today? Well, I want to do Facebook, YouTube, whatever. You can track all this so you can see it. So at a bird's eye view, you can see exactly what you're doing in your business. And it's simple. It's not clunky. You can set goals daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. It's got the built-in CRM, which I made this really beautiful so you could see it. So it starts with cold outreach, warm outreach, active conversations, calls booked, negotiating, won leads, lost leads, active client, completed client. So like, let's say Jorge, we're going to get rid of Jorge here, but let's say that we come here and he's completed his process, here, and but he re-upped. We can make him an active client again, put the offer that he purchased. So let's say he became a Cavu client, and the day that he starts, and we can update that client. As you can see, here when you come in here, he's now moved from completed to the active place, and then you can come here and you can see everything, and you can see now that he's unassigned. So then I know that I got to come in here, and then I can assign him. I can come here and I can assign him a coach. Now, right now, I've only got one coach on my team, but I can come here and, I can assign him a coach. I can save the change, and then away we go, right? So now he's assigned. Now I can see exactly what I'm doing. We can track him each and every day. So pretty cool stuff. It's called ArchR. We've got a few little minor tweaks that we're making to it, but it's pretty much ready. It's pretty much ready to go, and I can't wait. So I think I can see messages on here. If you guys have any messages about this, just let me know. That would be awesome. I'm going to come in. I'm going to make one quick little change to the software. I'm just going to ask it a question. Ask the dev team here. Okay, I just had to send a quick question to the dev team. So. Yeah, so that's ArchR. So it's pretty exciting, and I'm happy with it, and I love it. And we try to make it very affordable. A lot of CRMs are anywhere between $99 and $249 a month, and we want to make those super affordable. So we put it just a part of our low-level night school program. $17 a month. You get the ArchR app, the CRM tracking device. You get my AI coaching. You get our core 4+1 curriculum, and then you get a Monday morning mentor call with me each and every Monday live, and it's $17. Like, you can't beat it. So we try to make it super affordable. And so if you guys want in the beta version, let me know. And we're trying to figure out all the pricing and stuff like that. So because it probably should be a lot more money than $17, but we're trying to figure all of that out. So if you guys went in, let me know. I'll send you the payment link so you can get started. And we can do this. It's asking me a question. I want to show you something before I go. One second. Okay, let's see if they can make that quick change so I can show you real quick. But anyway, so that's ArchR. It's pretty awesome. I think it's going to be pretty game changing for a lot of people. So back when I was doing a ton of work with very large organizations, we'd have to track the progress of our clients each and every day, right? And we did it just with a clunky Excel spreadsheet, and it was weird, and it kept breaking, and there was really no way, to be able to tell whether it was accurate or not. And so, I was always having to go to my coaches and saying, hey, let me look at your spreadsheet. And so we'd go to Google Docs and we'd look at it. And this is so simple. It's so simple. It's easy. And it's not complicated, but it's very high level. And it will force you to do money-making activities. So if you're not making any money in your coaching business, I can just open up your tracker and say, well, listen, dude, the reason why you're not making any money in your coaching business is you've done zero outreach. You got zero money going for ads. Your pipeline, your flywheel is not started. It's not going. So how did you expect to make money? Right? So let's get in there and do this. And I can give you some very pointed advice on what you should do. So it's pretty awesome. I'm stoked with it. I can't wait to, work out all the little bitty kinks, that obviously any software is, going to have, because, they're gonna have kinks, right? And it's telling me here, restore the daily. Oh, there we go. So I just got a note from my dev team saying that they fix that little quirk. Let me look at it here. See if I can find it. 'Cause I want to show you this because this is one of my favorite parts of the entire thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. One second. So you guys can be one of the first people ever to have ArchR, and I'm really, really excited about this. As soon as soon it gets out of beta this week, and it will be out of beta this week. Once it gets out of beta this week, we're going to go live. We'll start running ads behind it. We'll put everything in it. Still working with our team to figure out exactly like what we should price it at. Right now it's $17 because I'm just making it free for the entry level of the night school people. I don't know if that's going to continue that way or not, but right now it is. It's $17. You can't beat it. And it's awesome. Like, where else can you get high-level coaching, get a core curriculum that walks you through the process of starting, scaling, and selling in your online coaching business? You get Monday weekly live mentorship calls with me where you can ask specific questions and give you specific answers, and you get this state-of-the-art piece of software that you'll be able to track your whereabouts as a coach. You can see exactly what you need to do to make money. You can track it. You can set goals. You got a really nice, clean, simple CRM where you can go in and do all the stuff. I just don't know where else you can get that for this amount of money. And so I really want to encourage you guys to shoot me a link in my DM right now or something in the contact. I'll shoot you the payment link so you can get started on it. You can give it a test drive, have it for the month. And then once again, we'll be out of beta this week. And then, so once we're out of beta, then the updates will come like every 2 weeks as opposed to every 2 minutes as they're doing right now. And so we'll do an update every 2 weeks as we get new ideas and new concepts for it. We'll create them, we'll build it, and then we'll publish them every 2 weeks. And so you'll see major upgrades until we get it exactly how we like it. But you get to come in at $17, and then you get to give input. Like, you sort of get to help me design it the way that you want it, and how it would, how it would help you as a coach. But I love the team feature. I want to show you this here. I love this team feature for the software here. I love this. I love being able to come in and inviting a new team member. We have unique codes, so like not anybody can get in, but you'll be able to add team members to your organization, and it's unlimited. You can add as many coaches as you want. So let's say that you have a bunch of coaches. So it just did an update. So let's say if it did it, we're gonna test this out live. So it just did an update on one of the things I was doing, and yeah, look at that. There we go. So we have the tracker right here, so you'll be able to come in. So let's say that we're working with him, and so let's say that his mindset today is steady. His daily highlight was challenged, and we put the notes in, and then what do I want? I directed him. Okay, and so I've got that. And then everything saves automatically. Okay, and so when you do those things, right? So then when you come in here and you look at this, once again, I'm doing this all on the fly, but I can look at him, and I can see right here that down at the bottom on the client fulfillment log, it told me exactly what I was doing. Now it's got a little thing in it, so I'm going to come in. You won't be able to see me do this, but you'll be able to come in, and I'm going to make it do one quick thing, and I'll show you how quick the updates come, because the updates come super fast. So one second. So I'll come in here, and I'll make the update. Okay, so once again, I just sent to the dev team a quick update. So what I'll do with you, just so you can see how this works, we're showing you behind the scenes a little bit how we make the sausage, and let me share this because you'll be able to hear it when the update goes live. And so I just gave it an update I wanted to make. The dev team's in there right now making the switch and making the change, something that I didn't like with that, and so you'll be able to see it. So we're going to make a quick change here so you can see it as well. So like one thing I don't like about this is like on here, like when I check in with like Jorge, I don't want to have to hit the edit button. That drives me nuts. Okay, so I don't want to have to do that. So I'm going to tell my dev team real quick, hey, when I hit check in, I want it to automatically go here to the edit button, so I can put in the information and all of the the stuff on it, because I want to be able to do it. So I'll tell it that, and then the other shift that we're making. So when you can see here, you'll get to see how the sausage is made. And so like I just told it, like I like this, but it's not the pretty one that I designed a really pretty user experience for right here. I said, and you shifted that, you changed that. So I want you to go back and I want you to make those particular changes. So it's making the changes for us even as we speak. They're in there coding even as we speak, and normally it just takes a minute, for them to make these changes. So I want to show you this on how we make the sausage a little bit, because this is sort of cool. So if you're just tuning in, we're doing a live demo of a brand new app that we're getting ready to launch called ArchR. You can't see, yeah, there you go. See the header there. So this is named after my son, ArchR. And it's designed to make it rain in your business every day. So if you're a brand new coach, you have a dashboard where you can see every day what's happening, how many outreach you did, how many calls you booked, how many active conversations you made, how many offers made. I think what I'm going to do on here too is I'm going to put like coaching calls, like how many. Oh look, we just got an update. Let's see what happened. Okay, so we're going to come here and we got a little bug. Let's work that bug out here. Yeah, you'll also get to see this. Well, I'm just going to keep this on so you can see exactly how it works. So we're going to resolve this with AI. So anytime there's a bug, it shoots it to me, and I can push a button, and the bug is resolved immediately. How many times have you gone into software and it took forever for that bug to be worked out, right? You're going to see. I'm going to keep this on. I'm going to show you behind the scenes at how quickly we make updates and how quickly we make upgrades. And anytime we see a bug, like exactly what we do to do it. So I just click the button and send it right back to the dev team. The dev team is in there working on it right now. I'm going to keep this on live so you can see exactly how this works, okay, and exactly how quickly it happens. So I'm going to keep the preview on so we can see it, and bam, just like that, the bug is fixed, okay? So we come here, we go down to the bottom, let's see what it did to our thing. So I still don't love it, okay? So I'm going to come back here, and you're not going to get to see how I do this, but I'm going to come back here, I'm going to tell the dev team I still don't love it. And then I'm going to tell it to fix, what was it, on the dashboard, right? So it was on the dashboard. We want this check-in button to go, the check-in button on the dashboard without having to hit the edit button. Okay, and so we'll see that. So I'm just going to fire, just so you guys can see, I'm just going to go ahead and fire that command to the dev team, and it typically takes about 30 seconds to a minute that quickly for them to be able to do it. So I'm gonna let you just see like really how quickly they're doing this. So anyway, so let's go back to CRM. So here's the categories I did it. So you can like add a contact, right? So right here, you can add a contact if you want. I just noticed that when you go to clients, you can hit the import button. So like if you have a lot of clients that you want to input, you can import them there. I just noticed that I did the bulk import for clients, but I didn't do the bulk import for contacts. So I'm gonna send the dev team an assignment to do that as well, so we can do that. So you can import all your contacts. And then the nice thing is in the, let me show you this. So in the document, we have a template. So when you update your stuff, I'll just go ahead and show you this. Can I show you this? No, I can't show you that. Okay, when you come here and you go to the products, I'm sorry, not the products, but the clients. Okay, so now okay, they just did an update. Let's see it. So let's see what they did. Okay, so let's see if they got this done. So we hit the check button. They haven't fixed that one yet. And we go to the CRM. Okay, here we go. This is much better. So we can update check-in. Okay, right here. So, oh yeah, here we go. So, Jorge. So he was drained today. Let's say steady. The daily highlight. He's got a challenge. I can put my notes here, and then what did I do to him today? Bam. I can put that in there, and I can save the check-in, and then it should go to his log. So when I come right here and I check on Jorge, I can look here. Yes, and it's got the thing. But I want to be able to see my notes, right? So once again, I'm going to show you how we build the sauces. I had all this done, and then I made some really big changes, and it must have thought that I wanted to do something else. But I'll show you how quickly this stuff works. And this is what I love about the power of AI, and I love the power of this is like you can get shifts and changes done in seconds, and you don't really have to wait hours or days, and sometimes even weeks. You don't have to do that. The check-in button on the desktop, not desktop, but on the dashboard, still not doing what I want. So I'm going to tell the dev team here. Okay, so I just fired this command. Now once again, the dev team is in there. They're working on all of this. So we're going to watch it, and I'm going to show you that it will make these updates live. So why do I show you all this? The reason why I show you this is so let's say that you're in there and you find a bug, or you find something, because every software has bugs, and you find something that you don't like. So I remember when I used to be with ClickFunnels, and we would do that, and we would find a bug in ClickFunnels. We would submit it, and sometimes it would take weeks for that bug to get worked out because they had all these different layers and all these different channels. Well, now with the advent of AI and the way we can source code and inspect code, we can find the bug immediately, and then we can update the bug immediately. Okay, and so if you guys are on, I don't know if you guys can give me if you guys can comment or not, but like, what would you want to see in here? Like, let me know, what would you want to see in here, right? Because if you're a coach, like, and you're trying to build a business, like, what would you want in here? Okay, and once again, I made ArchR specifically for coaches. We've got another idea in the background that we'll do for, like, e-commerce people and that type of thing, but this is specifically for coaches, consultants, strategists, speakers, people who you help people make a difference in this world through your, through the one-on-one or through a team of coaches or whatever. That's who I designed this for. So it's a dashboard. You can track the day. You can see your goals. You got a CRM where you can track all of your clients. Okay. You can see your clients here, so you can update exactly what they're doing. You can come here, and when you edit this, you can like put in the notes. I'm going to show you as soon as I've got the bugs worked out. But I've got it where when you check in with a coach or with your client every day, you can type exactly what you did. Okay. Or if you got like a Fathom, right? So if you record it like via, oh look, we got an update coming. Okay, so let's see what they did here. So we go back to the CRM, see if they made the shift. Okay, so we update check-in. Okay, that's good. And then we go here to the dashboard. Let's see what they did here. So we check in here, and bam, just like that. Okay, so it opens us up, and you see how quickly that was, right? So 3 minutes ago, it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, and with just a quick little command, I can tell it to do exactly what I want it to do, so it's ready to go. Okay, so I take the pulse of my people every day. I do that, right? Okay, what was their highlight, and that actually should say daily pulse. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so I'm going to tell it. I don't like the word highlight. I want it to be pulse. So I'll just tell it to do that real quick. Okay, so if I come here. Okay, so if I come here, I'm going to give it an assignment, and then I'm going to show you where I can give it a few things. Okay, so let's say there's what other shifts or changes do I want to make? So I think on the dashboard, so we have outreach, calls booked, active combo, offers made. Let's do Okay, so I'm going to tell it that I want it to do coaching calls, right? So like on the dashboard here, as you can see, so there's a few shifts made. So I'm going to show you how this works immediately. So over on the right, this is clients needing attention. So anytime this is going to make sure that all your clients that you're coaching are populated right here, and then it's going to prompt you to check in with them every single day. So you can look right on your desktop, so you can see whether you checked in with somebody or not, and then you can just click the button, you can check in, and you can do it. This used to be red. I made it orange because I got orange on, but I made it orange because orange wasn't as 911 as red, which I really liked. But you'll see this. So what I told it to do was right here on the desktop. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, but on the desktop right here, there's got to be a way for me to animate this. Like I want to be able to. I got to figure Ecamm out to see if I can do that. But on the desktop, you can see outreach, active combos, 2 calls booked, other offers made. I want to have another one that says coaching calls made, because I want these are money-making activities, and coaching and fulfilling with your clients is a money-making activity, and so we want you spending your time on that, because it's supposed to be 70% of your time is supposed to be doing on money-making activities. 20% of your time should be client fulfillment, and 10% of your time should be doing something new. And so we built this app to be able to help you do that. So once again, while we're waiting for an update, and once again, we should get it any second, because these updates, they don't take long, when they do these updates. And so we're waiting for an update. I'm going to let you see it live. Oh, look at that. There we go. We just made it live. So let's see what happened. Okay. So right here, so it put it in here. So it put outreach, calls booked, coaching calls, active combos, offers made. But I don't like where it did three in a row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it. Okay, so I'm going to tell it I don't like the 3 down. I want 3 across, and let's see if it'll understand that. But you can see that they come in on the fly. So once again, if you're just tuning in, this is brand new software that I just created, and it's called ArchR, and this is designed specifically for coaches who run coaching companies who help people. So whether you're a life coach, a business coach, a personal development coach, an MLM coach, it doesn't matter what kind of coaching that you do, this is a fantastic piece of software that you need in your arsenal, and I've made it so inexpensive for you. And not only is it inexpensive, but I also give you so many other things with it. So I give you my Core 4+1, which is my core curriculum for coaches on how to start, sell, and scale businesses, their coaching business. I give you my AI coach, where Coach Chat AI you can have him 24/7, 365. You can ask him specific questions. He'll give you specific answers, and we're training him more and more each and every day. He's got about 5 million worth of words now that he's been trained on, and he is so good. He's fantastic. One of my high-end $50,000 clients looked at the AI and was like, "Dude, this is better than you." And so she was like, I stayed up with him the other night, and he was just so helpful on helping me get my thoughts and ideas and processes tracked and organized. He was fantastic, and so you get that. And then every Monday with our Monday morning mentor call, you're going to get live coaching from me, $17 a month. Are you kidding me? So I was just looking at some stuff. Oh, look, here we go. We got an update. Okay, it didn't do that. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. So it's still down, and so it's still. Let me hit the refresh button, but I don't think it did what I wanted it to do. So I'm going to go and say. So when it doesn't do it, you got to be a little bit more specific. So I'm going to tell top line, I want outreach, active combos, and coaching calls. Bottom, I want calls booked and offers made. Okay, so I'll fire that, and once again, it typically can update in just seconds, okay? But what I love about this is you'll be able to come in here, and so if you look at this, if you look at your dashboard, okay, if you look at your dashboard right here, and so on today's performances, you can see did you hit your goals or not? Okay, did you hit them? How many outreaches did you make? So once again, how do I track that? So I click on track, and so let's say that I'm supposed to do 25 outreach, and I came in and I did one. So I'll put the information here. Once again, I'm just gonna, for the sake of, example, I'm just gonna go XYZ, right here, and then where did it happen? Let's say it happened there. Where did you find them? Let's say it happened there, and you can put any information you want in here for your own record. Okay, and so let's say that they started active conversation. Okay, and then we're going to log activity. Okay, so this is the new thing, right? So we log activity and it saves. So you can see here that we did this. So now when we go to our CRM, oh, we just did an update. Okay, when you go to our CRM, you can see that it's now in our active conversation. Okay, so you can see exactly what it did. Okay, let's see what our dashboard did. Okay, and you can see here it's close. That the outreach, active conversation, coaching calls is on the top line, calls booked, offers made is on the bottom line. And then, so what I'm just going to tell it to do, just from an aesthetic standpoint, is that the offers made should be directly below. Okay, should be directly below active combos. Okay, so I'm gonna put the offers made directly below the active combos. So if I want to add a sixth, it could go under coaching calls. Okay, and so once again, you can see that this stuff gets done immediately, and that's the power of the day and age we live in. So if you're a coach and we see something that we believe can help you make more money and help you make more difference and impact, I can go in, I can make a shift and a change, and I can release that shift and change immediately, so you have everything that you need. And so this is super fantastic. A couple things that we're working on that you'll see is we're going to have an affiliate tracker in here, and so you'll be able to see, so whether you come to your team right here, you'll be able to add all your team members in here, so all your different coaches or whatever, so you can see exactly what they're doing. But we're also going to have an affiliate tracker in here as well, so you can see if you got any leads from affiliates, what that's doing, so you don't have to keep going back and forth to all of these different people. You can add any products that you want. Let me just show you how easy it is to add a product. So let's say that we've got pretty good coaching. So let's say that that's our coaching product that we're doing. Okay, and then so we're gonna put that in there. And so let's just say it's oh, look, we got an update. So let's go back to our dashboard. Actually, let me save this. Well, we'll just go to our dashboard. Okay, look, just like that. It looks perfect. So it's got outreach, calls booked, after combos, offers made, coaching calls. I can see everything nice and clean and neat right in my dashboard. And so, I love that, so you can see it. It's beautiful. It has everything that you need. Over on the right, if I had 10 clients listed, I'd have all 10 clients right there. So I could check in with them each and every day. It'll tell me exactly what I'm going to do. If I want to track my progress for today, I come in and I do that. I can make my to-do list. So let's say I want to, I need to do these 7 things today. So put them all in there. It'll have the checklist in there. If I want to set goals, I can go daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually goals. I've got it. Okay, and then you can come in here. The beautiful thing is I've got Kabu coaching in here. So you click that button, and AI, my AI chat will go in and it will examine and evaluate everything that you've been working on. Okay, everything that you've been doing. And based upon, now once again, there's not a lot of data in here. You would have to come in and do data, and this will get more robust, but it will tell you exactly what you need to do to start making money and impact immediately. Okay. So it'll tell you increase outbound, boost follow-ups, enhance call, whatever. So now I'm gonna just show you real quick a little bit how the sausage is made. I'm gonna do this. So this is on the Kabu Coaching Insights. Okay, I want that high to be a red button, and I want it to be with white letters, and I want the medium to be a bright yellow with black lettering, okay, and so once again, I'm just going to show you how quickly we make shifts and change here. So anyway, so this coaching insight's really good. So you can come in here and it'll tell you exactly what you need to be working on and doing for this particular day. And so I've got this attached to my Coach AI, so it'll come in and it'll tell you exactly what you're doing. Now, one of the things we may do is we may put a link right here to my coaching, to AI chat. So you can click on it and get that. And in fact, let me do this because I want to show you how cool this is. So let it make this update, and then I'll show you what we're going to do here. But if you're a coach, like, what would you want in here, right? So we got the CRM, the full-blown CRM. It's nice and simple. So you add a contact, they come in here, and you can just see exactly where they are. Nice and beautiful and easy. And oh, look, it's already made the update. So let's see it. Okay, so we come in here, we go to goals, we go to our coaching. It's analyzing your performance of exactly what you need to do. And then bam, just like that. So we got the high, so you can see, really cool. So now you can see the red. This is what you should be working on like right now. Okay, so it goes out there. Okay, but I want to add, okay, to this, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to make this, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to anyway. I'm going to come in here and right beside the goal setting button, okay, so right now it's going to send them to an external link, but I will very easily come in here and I will shoot them to an internal one, so they can have it. So you don't have to leave the app. So right now, so what I did was I gave the minion a command to come in here and put a button that says Chad AI, and when they click that button, it's going to send you to my AI, okay, which is pretty cool, and so can't wait to show you that. Let's see here. So let's see if I can integrate this. I'll show you what we're doing. So once again, you can't beat all this. You get all this stuff for $17 a month, for crying out loud. It's ridiculous. So let's go. Okay, so I made the update, so let's look at the update, okay? So we're going to come here. Okay, so that looks good. So we're going to go to our goals right here, and look at this, Chat AI. Let's see what it does. Ready? So we're going to click on Chat AI, and bam, it brings you right here, and you can make a call, and you can, now you have Chat AI right there. It's crazy, okay? But so once again, I want to show you how the sausage is made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and I don't know if I can do this, but we're gonna try it, okay? And so I'm gonna continue this, and I'm gonna get a piece of code, and I'm gonna give my minions this code, because like right now the Chat AI is cool, but it's sending you outside the app, so to speak, and I want to keep it inside the app, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this code, and I'm going to go behind the scenes. Once again, I'm showing you this, how quickly we can make shifts, okay? Okay, so I've never done this before. So what I did was I just told the minion, like, I want you to come in here on the dashboard, because we're making quick changes, like on the fly, okay? So I want you to come in here, and what I want you to do is on the goals page, okay, where the goal setting is here. Like you can set your goals. You can get Kabu coaching here. Now watch. When you click on Kabu coaching, it analyzes all of your performance. Okay. Now watch. It analyzes all your performance of what you've been doing, and it tells you based upon your performance, here's what you should be doing. So you can see increase outbound efforts, enhance follow-up strategy, and this will shift and change based upon the data that you put in it, okay? And then I've got this Chat AI, so where you click it right now and it goes to an external app. So what I did was I just gave it an embed code and said, I don't want that to be external, I want it to be an internal page, and I want you to put this code on it, right? And so once again, I don't know if it can do it. I'm creating the sausage in front of you just as we go, because I think it's super important for you to see. And we made massive changes. So once again, CRM, warm outreach, active convo, call book, negotiating, won, lost, active client, and completed. Now, this is in beta mode. It'll be in beta for the rest of the week. Okay, so today is Thursday, and so between now and Wednesday, it will be in beta mode. It's $17 a month while it's in beta mode. Now, once again, if you would have gotten this the other day, you could have got it $10 for life. Okay, and only a couple of you took me up on that. $10 for life, and now it's $17 a month, and it will be going up. It'll probably end up at $49 a month, which is where it should be, because you're going to, with everything that you get. So once again, let's test this on the fly, okay? So we're going to go to goals. We just heard the update, so I'm going to click on Chat AI. It's going to open this here, and it did not. It looks like it's still updating. Okay, it did not do what I wanted it to do. So let's hit the refresh button. There we go, and let's come back in and see if it's got it figured out yet. Okay, so Chat AI, it doesn't look like it does, so the minions must still be working. So we'll give it another 30 seconds or so to see if it worked. Okay, so we'll see that. So we'll give it another 30 seconds, see if it can give us an update. It's the minions are in checking everything to make sure it works, but you can see we can make changes like right on the fly. And so the nice thing is so as my coaching brain gets going and as I work with clients and I see exactly what it is that they need, I can put all of that in there. So like one of the big things is, so like if you have a sales team, right? You want to be able to come in here and so see how many sales calls they made, or how many offers they made, or how many sales they closed, or how much do they bill, how much do they collect, and what's the new monthly recurring revenue. And you want to see how they're doing like over the week or over the month or over the year. You got all that in there for your sales team. Okay, so let's say that you have a setter, a messenger, okay, and you want to come in and you want to see like how many warm outbound or how many cold outbounds that they did. You can see this right here. You can even go to the analytics and you can see a much bigger, like really quickly. You can see, okay, based upon the last 30 days, year, this, like, you can go this week, right? So how do we do this week? So you can come here and do it, or you can do a custom date or whatever. But you can see all the analytics right here, just at a at a high level. You can see your goals. You can see the funnel, right? So we didn't even get into this. Like, your basic sales funnel, you can see how you're doing. You can see the different trends that are working. So you can see if warm outbound is working better or cold outbound is working better. You can see the sources, like where did these people come from? Like, did my money come mainly from social media or paid ads or direct? You can see all of it. You can come in and look at any of the money that you made via what product. So you can look at it from a higher level as a CEO and say, goodness gracious, so based upon this data, I need to be able to do it. And so I wanted this to be simple. I didn't want it to be crazy, complicated. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like Hyros or whatever you say it. Goodness gracious, that's enough to give you a freaking headache. And I know some people love that and they geek out on those numbers. Most coaches don't. Okay, and so this is designed by a coach for coaches to be able to see the necessary information they need at a high level to be able to adapt it on the fly. Okay, so it's nice and simple, and it's that's what we're looking for, and so and so we're doing. So we're making some shifts on the fly here. So it's telling me that there may be an error on my on Chrome. So we're looking at that right now. But yeah, so it's a pretty cool thing. So once again, I don't expect a lot of feedback on this right now when I put this in the coaches room, I would love it. If you guys could give me some really cool feedback on this. But this is a great piece of software that we're getting ready to launch. Many of you guys know that I've been trying to build some software for quite a while to try to help coaches, and we've got some funnel building software that was state of the art. Then AI came out, and it's still really good. Fantastic, actually. But I wanted something, not just funnel building software, but I wanted to be able to create something where we could track our stuff and know exactly what we should do every single day. So for some of you trying to figure out, what's on the horizon for the ArchR app, one of the things that's on the horizon for us is I want you to be able, as a coach, to be able to come in here and put your framework in, right? So, for instance, I have the pointer system, POINTR. So we want to put in the pointer system. So, as I have a client, when they come in, I can see where they are in my process, right? So I can click on Lauren and look at Lauren. Oh, Lauren's in the P, right? And so here's what we're doing with that. And then I can assign her next steps until we finish that process. And then I know what to do with her next. Because a lot of times coaches, they really struggle with, what do I do with my clients and what do I do with them next? Well, ArchR is designed to help you figure that out. So in the works, what we're doing right now behind the scenes is we're creating that thing. And so as a new coach, you'll be able to come on when we onboard you, click on the onboard, and you'll be able to put your framework in, okay? And based upon your framework, you can tell exactly, this is step 1, this is step 1.1, step 1.2, step 1.3, step 1.4, then step 2, then step 2.1, 2. Et cetera. You can put all that, you'll be able to put all that framework in there. And then when you're assigning your coaches, like with Jorge, you'll be able to come in and you'll be able to, you'll be able to do a really good job and know exactly where he is in the process, and know exactly where he is in the process. And so it's pretty cool. And so it's awesome. I really love this. It's just one of the coolest things that we've been able to do. And I'm excited to roll this out. It's in beta mode for one more week. And then, so right now it's $17 a month. It'll probably be $49 a month when we go live. And the reason why is because it's not just the software, and I think the software alone is worth $49 because it's going to help you do money-making activities inside your business, but we give you coaching with it. And so you're going to get my AI coach. You're going to get not only the AI coach, but you're also going to get my Core 4+1 curriculum. And every Monday morning, we have a live interactive mentorship call with me, and so you get live coaching every week. And so it's still not figuring out how to make it inside the page. I know how to make it outside the page, but it's struggling a little bit. So I'll keep messing around with that until we get that right. And so I'll tell it to go in and make it an external process for right now. But it's pretty cool. And so right now it's $17 a month. It'll go to $49 a month, which is probably where it should be because of everything that you get. And so you guys should jump in right now. And we lock in your price for life. So those 4 people last week who got it for $10 for life, not $10 a month, $10 total, those 4 people who jumped on and took that offer, they're in. They get all these updates and everything like that. And that was just a basic tracker back then. This is a full-blown CRM for coaches, and it's fantastic. Those of you who come in and get it at $17 a month, we'll lock it in for life. So even when we raise our price to $49 and eventually $99, you're stuck at the $17 mark, and so we won't raise the rate on you. And so pretty cool stuff. I love this. Once again, if you guys are just tuning in, I'll give you a quick little rundown of everything. So this is ArchR. This is a brand new piece of software created by a coach for a coach that's going to be able to help you guys focus on the 70% of money-making activities you should be doing in your business each and every single day. Okay, and that's super important that you guys do these things. I don't know why my background is off. The Virgo in me is driving me nuts. There we go. Okay, and so you're going to be able to log in, go to ArchR, and bam, first thing you're going to see, here's exactly what I did today, and you'll be able to track your score, right? So you'll see what percentage of your daily goals did you get done, outreach, calls booked, active combos, offers made, coaching calls. You'll be able to see all of that. If you want more on there, let me know. We can add a few different things on there for you, okay? And then any clients that need attention will be over on your right, and so you'll it'll populate every client that you're working with will be right there, and it's going to encourage you to check in with them each and every day. So when you check in, it'll pop up a window. You do it, once you checked in, you tell them exactly what happened, and it will populate in their client portal so you can see it. On the track today, here's everything that you're doing. So if you have a setter or a messenger, a salesperson, or if you're doing all of this, you can see how many outbound calls, how many cold ones, how many warm ones, how many follow-ups or active conversations, how many sales calls, how many offers made, content posts, success stories, ad spend, broadcasts. You'll be able to see all of that. On the goals, you'll be able to see everything, right? So I got my chat AI right here, so you can click on there and have a conversation with chat AI. Based upon what you're doing, I've also got this analyzing your entire dashboard. And so based upon the analytics, it will tell you exactly what you need to be doing that day. Stop doing this, start doing this, right? And so you'll see red. This is high priority, high importance. Start doing this, okay? And then CRM. This is where you can see everything. You can see all the cold outbound. I'll just give you an example of how this works. So let's say we're tracking today and we're doing a cold outbound, right? And we're going to come in and we're going to put like, whatever, Mr. T. We're going to put Mr. T in there, and let's say that it happened on WhatsApp. Make it up. And how did you find them? Let's say that we found them, from a lead magnet. Okay, we'll be able to come in here, and then what happened, and let's just say that we received a reply. So we hit log activity, and then we can come into our CRM, and we can see that Mr. T is in our cold outreach. And so let's say that, eventually we moved him over to the active combo, right? So now he's active, right? Okay, and then let's say after a few conversations, man, great, I finally got him on a booked call, right? So we move him here to a booked call. And once again, I'm on my iPad trying to do this. It's really simple. On a computer, you just drag it and move it. But on the iPad, everything's wanting to move. And then you call booked. And then from negotiating, let's do that. We made him an offer, but he didn't accept, but we're negotiating. He didn't say no. If he said no, I would move it over to lost. But we're negotiating. And so then after we negotiated, say, oh, okay, I made an offer to him, and then we were able to come on here and we were able to win, and we offered him a project. Let's say he got high ticket mastery at 1997, and let's say that he's going to start quickly. I just noticed that the start button is a little draggy, so let me fix that. Okay, and so what we've got to be able to see it. So now he's won, right? So, but let's say that we were able to come here and we onboarded him, right? So we assign him a coach, and then so we're going to move him from there to active client, right? So we're going to update the client right here, and so we got here, and so now you'll see that he's an active client. And why is that important? Because now when I go to clients, I'll be able to see that Mr. T is in here and he's active, okay? So we come in here, we look at this, and anything that I do, I can come here and I can see on the daily fulfillment log what happens, okay? Now, one of the things I want to show you how quickly we edit this. So one of the shifts that I'm looking here from a UI experience is like I want to be able to click that Friday, September 2nd there. So I'm gonna come in and tell my minions. It's actually making a couple shifts for me. It's fixing that start button. So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna tell my minions that when I'm in I should be able to do this from edit. Like I can edit anything, but I don't want to have to hit the edit. So what I want to tell it is when I click on a client and I'm seeing their page, I want it to be the edit page, okay? I want it to be that. Okay, so make it an update. Okay, so let's see what it did here. So we go into, what were we working on? We were working on, I remember. So let's say we were here and we wanted to get started. Oh, it's still not working. Okay, so let me tell you. So the start date is what's not working. And then also I'm going to tell it like when I come here and I'm inside the client portal, okay? So also like when I'm on here and I'm inside a client portal like this, right? and I'm in the edit, and I can see the daily fulfillment log. I want to be able to click that log and document information. Okay, so I'm gonna tell it that I'm gonna want to do that, because from a UI standpoint, as a coach, what I've learned is you want to be able to do as little as possible, right? You don't want to have to figure stuff out. You want it to be as seamless as possible. And so we're in here doing this. So if you have a sales team, or let's say you are the sales team, you want to be able to come in and see all your sales, so you can see how many calls, how many offers were made, how many sales closed, how much you billed, how much you collected, your monthly recurring revenue. You can come in and you can put different products in here. You can come in and you can look at all of your analytics. You can come here and add different teammates for the thing, right? It's awesome. And so I've tried to think of so many things, and just as I go here and I spend time inside the inside the app, there are just certain things that I just really like and certain things I don't like, and I make those changes and those shifts and those edits so we have them. But I really love this dashboard. The dashboard finally came out exactly how I wanted it. I wanted to be able to see from a high level, like, what did I do today? Right? What did I do? How many outreaches did I do? How many calls booked? How many active clients? And the reason why I'm dragging this out a little bit, because I'm making these shifts and changes on the fly with you, so you can see it, which I think is pretty awesome. I want to go back here to the clients page so you can see this here. You may notice, oh, it made an update. Let's see what it did. Let's see if it got it. Okay, so we come here. We got start date. It's still not populating the start date, but it did do what I wanted it to do there. Okay, so I'm going to tell it there's still a issue with the start date. Okay, so let's come in and I'm going to tell it. Okay, so I'm going to tell it again to fix that. But I do like this, so that when I click on it now, I can come here, and then now, oh, you know what, and it didn't do it. Yes, okay, and now when I click on the daily fulfillment log, like we had talked about, I don't know if you can see that because it's all the way down, but there's a daily fulfillment log right there. I don't know if you can see it on my iPad, but like you'll be able to see it right there. So now when I click on that log, it opens. You got to double click it, and it opens up this, and so I can come in here and I can edit what I need to edit on here, right? Which I really like. Okay, so I can come in here and I can add a note for people. But what I really like is I'll be able to add like a Fathom link right here. So like if I recorded my call on Fathom, I'll be able to to come in here and I'll be able to do this. I also think that, like, from an iPad, can I do this? Like, can I? Like, I think I can. Yeah. Okay, I even think I can write and text. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so it made the shift, so let's see what it did. So let's go back to Jorge. Let's click here. No, that we still can't get that button to work. Let me jump on and see if it works on desktop. Because if so, then I could just tell it's not working on... Yes, it works on desktop. Okay, so yeah, it works perfect on a desktop. It's just not working on my iPad. So I'm going to tell it that it's not working on my iPad. Oh, the nice thing here, I didn't tell you, I didn't show you, and I don't know why I didn't show you this, is it's almost done. But when you come here, I also have it completely mobile friendly, right? So when you come in here, you ever see it. So I'm still working on some stuff here. You'll in fact, let's just do it on the fly. I've got 30 more minutes before I've got to be on my next thing. So we'll just do this on the fly. And so we'll make this mobile friendly on the fly. But I'm trying to make it like pretty, like whatever. So I'm gonna show it some things. So like when I come into goals, the goals looks pretty good on mobile. The CRM, the CRM looks pretty good on mobile. The clients page looks okay on mobile. Let's see what the individual page looks like. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. And so, but the home page needs a lot of work on mobile. So let's fix that. The track page, you can notice down at the bottom, the track page looks great, but it's transparent there at the bottom. So I'm going to have it fix that. Okay. Oh, we just did an update. So let's look at it. Okay, so let's see. Once again, this is working on a computer. It's just not working on an iPad. And some of you guys use an iPad, so we want to be able to make this happen. It's still not working on an iPad. Okay, so we'll see if we can get that little issue fixed. Yeah, because you may use an iPad for this, so we want that to work. So what I've got it doing, what I got the minions doing now, is I've got it making it completely mobile friendly, so it looks really good. Everything else I think we pretty much got. We got all of our goals, and you'll notice here that I put a lot of goals on here. Like I wanted to do warm outbound, cold outbound follow-ups, calls taken, offers made, ad spend, success story, content post, broadcast campaigns like emails, that type of thing, new leads, call scheduled, call showed, product sold, amount collected. So there's a few things that I'm still debating on, but I'm trying to make it simple. Is like on the track today, like one of the things like I'm thinking about adding is, should I add, and you guys tell me this, so should I add a call scheduled right here so you can see like the percentage between scheduled and showed? Okay, that's a big deal. So I'm debating on that. And then on broadcast right here, we can track exactly how many broadcasts we did. But is there something else that you would want on there? So that's the one that I'm thinking about adding. And so I'd love your input on it. And then so daily goals, you can see that like we've got all sorts of things on here that you can track. So the daily and the weekly are similar. And then you'll notice monthly goes a little bit more high level. So monthly, we're just how many new leads, how much we collected, new clients, etc. The quarterly and the annual. So you got all of this. On the CRM, as you track this on the CRM, I really like what I have right here. And once again, so you'll be able to, let's say you have 10 coaches, you'll be able to see all your coaches right here. And so let's say we click on Chad, and you'll be able to look at everything that Chad is doing right here. And then also it should, oh look, it's making an update. Okay, update. We wanted to work on the mobile. It's okay. That's okay. I see what it did on mobile. Tracking. Okay. That's perfect. Goals. Okay. CRM. Clients. So what I'm going to do on the mobile, and I'll show you how fast, and I hope you guys are appreciating like how fast we're making shifts and changes to this. But I'm going to come in here. I really like this, but on mobile, I think it can look better. So I'm going to tell it that I want these outreach, active combos, coaching calls to be a little bit bigger and to be left justified. Okay, on mobile. Okay, so I'm gonna see if we can make that change. Okay, so I'm going to make that shift, but I want to tell anything else that we're doing. So this looks really good. The tracker looks good. I wanted to come in. I got a feeling that on iPad we're going to have to figure something out for this pick a date, because it's not wanting to do it. let's see if I come in here. When we went to Jorge, where was Jorge? When we went to Jorge, we had here start date. Yeah, it's still not doing it. Yeah, it's just not opening. So on it works great on desktop and it works great on phone. It's just not opening on iPad. So we'll figure that out. So here's what I got it doing. So I've got it coming in, and I told it on the dashboard what I want is I want outreach, active combos, coaching calls booked, offers made to be bigger, and I want them to be left justified. Okay, because I don't like them in the middle like that. I just don't think it looks good. And then from there I'll see what it looks like, and we'll probably do something with his daily goals and then the performance. And something I would love to see with the daily goals is I would love to see that circle filled in based upon the percentage, and then when it hits 100%, it be completely filled in. So we'll give it that goal. We'll give it that as well. But you guys can see this is an incredible piece of software that we're designing and building for you guys. I'm so excited for this. I really am excited for this. I think it's fantastic that we're going to be able to do this, and I'm geeked out about it. It's only going to be in beta until Wednesday, and then after Wednesday it goes live. So right now you can get it for $17 a month. Now don't forget, if you would have jumped on a couple days ago, you could have got it for $10 for life. Okay, but only 4 of you took me up on that. And so now it's $17 a month, and that's going to include in here. It made the update already. Let's see it. Let's see what it looks like. Home. There we are. Okay. Let's do this. What if? Okay. So I'm going to say I like it. But what if we move that over to the right and put the daily goals circle graph to the left of it, aligned to the same height as today's performance? And I want the circle to act like a tracker, a percentage tracker, and the ring around the circle fills in based upon the percentage. And I want to make sure that all of it is connected. Okay, so we'll fire that. Okay, so what I'm telling you to do, and once again, if I had a pencil, you could see it. So I love the way it left justified this. I just want to scoot that to the right on the screen, and I want that circle, the daily goals, to come on the left, and so it just looks really, really cool. But you can see we're building this. It's almost done. We got all the functionality, everything that I want working. It's looking really beautiful on mobile, and then once again, this will be a full blown. It'd be a full-blown app that you'll be able to get on the App Store eventually. And so you'll see in the goals that I got the chat AI, and we're still struggling a little bit trying to get it to open up inside the app. And so it's easy when I send it outside the app, it opens immediately. But inside the app, I'm still working on that. So that's not something I'll do with you on the air. But you can see here, and I want to show you what this looks like here. So once you set your goals and your activity, you can come here and you can go Kavu Coaching right here. And it's going to analyze your performance. Okay, so I'm showing you the mobile view of this. It's going to analyze your performance so you can see, and then it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to make some more money. And it's fantastic. And so if you don't want to see that, you can just come back here. You get your daily goals, and you can set your goals. You can change it to do whatever you want. And you save them. and then they have it, and you can do that daily, weekly. Oh, look, we already got the update. So let's see what this looks like. That didn't do that. I want to make sure that we did not change the desktop. Okay. So what it did was it changed it on the desktop. So let me show you what they did. So they come here to the desktop, and it sort of made the change to the desktop, which I don't know if I like that or not. So what it did, I don't know if you can see this, but like the revenue, the new clients, the outreach were all on the right. And then now it did. Actually, I don't mind this because then I can add different things. And so that still looks pretty good. So I can still see revenue this week, clients this week, outreach this week. It's not as sleek as it was, but it does give it some more breathing room, which I like. Okay, but it's not doing it on mobile. Okay, but it understood like the daily goals, right? So now I want to see, like, if I go to daily goals, okay, and I go warm outbound, so I should be able to like do a warm outbound. And once again, I made it where I can't just put a number in, even though it would be easier. I made it where you can't do that, and so let's just pretend, oh, that's there. We're gonna log activity. But see, and what's happening is that should track right there. Okay, so because I just added another one, it's not doing it. So let me jump in and tell it it's not tracking it. Put it where it needs to be, but from an analytics standpoint, it's not doing what I want. So I got to come in and take a look at this. It did, okay. No, see, it didn't do that. Okay, just a second. Let it make this shift, and then you'll see. So I'm going to come back here to desktop. We're going to watch it make the sausage on the fly. And so it's almost done. It's applying everything right now. I'm getting the message. And if it does what I want it to do, the circle will go on the left of today's performance. It actually looks okay like this, so I probably could just leave it alone. Because it did mess with the desktop, okay? I don't mind this. Like, this still looks really solid, really solid, because, let's see what it does here. Okay, so the desktop is still good. Now let's go to mobile, and then, okay, look, bam, it did that. Okay, it did it exactly how I wanted it to do. Okay, so what I'm going to tell it is, I'm going to say it's perfect. Okay, so it's fixing, and then I'm going to have it do a deep dive into the tracking on the numbers so everything is right. Okay, but pretty awesome, guys. You can see how this works. So we got about just a few more minutes, and then I just wanted to do a behind the scenes demo for you guys. We're going live with this on Wednesday. It's live right now. You can get the beta version of it right now, $17 a month. We have 4 people that are in at $10 for life, because they took me up on my offer the other day. They're in at $10 for life, and they get all these updates that we're doing. They didn't even know they were getting all this other stuff, because back then it was just a tracker. Back then, this is all it was the tracker. Okay, this was the entire software the other day for $10. Just track your money-making activities and a checklist. That was it, right? And then you'd be able to set goals and go. This is the whole thing. This is what it was. And then as we talk with coaches, and we talk with some of our clients, and we talk with some of my team, we wanted to make it a little bit more robust, but still be really easy. And we wanted it to be the single greatest thing for coaches who run small coaching organizations. If you run a multi-million-dollar organization, 10, 12 million a year, this isn't the software for you. Okay, this is for people who got a team of, I would say, less than 10 people, who where you are the coach and you may be the CEO, and you may run a small team of setters or messengers or whatever. That's what this is designed for, and it's pretty awesome. So It made the shift. Oh, it's making the shift. And so this is awesome. I like here, though, how we have active clients. So you can see how much revenue your business is worth. As you put your clients in here, you'll be able to see it. And then, this will expand for you. Okay, here we go. At the bottom of the CRM, you can see like daily client check-ins. I think I'm going to move the daily client check-ins. I think I'm going to move that to the track today. I think that should be right there. So everything that we're doing today is right here. So I'm going to tell it to do that for us. Okay. So let's see what it did on mobile. Look at that. There you go. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. So now let's track some activity. Let's come in and make a warm bound thing. And so once again, we're going to put in just put in some jibber jabber here. It doesn't matter. I'm just showing you how it works. We're going to log the activity so we can see it. And once again, what it's not doing is I'm adding the stuff, but it's not tracking it now. So there's something in there. We'll get that fixed here in just a second. Okay, so yeah, we'll get that fixed here. What I love about it, you want to set a goal. You come up here. So imagine being a coach and you have a member of your team, right? And you guys are out at Chick-fil-A and you're talking, and you tell him to open up your ArchR app, right? So he comes here and he opens up the ArchR app, and then you set a goal, like, okay, how many outbound you're going to do today. How many cold, how many follow-ups you want to do, how many calls you have scheduled to be taken, how many offers made, right? All of this good stuff. We're even, like, just so you know, so like some things that are in the works is we're going to build in, like you can integrate your Calendly in here, or your Google Calendar, or you can even have a built-in calendar right here, so you can do all your sales calls and everything like there. Because, like, I don't know, but like I think GHL is way too complicated for what you guys are doing. Okay, it's great for if you've got a full-blown, you're spending, 10 grand a month on ads, and you got all these leads coming in. GHL is fantastic for that, but it's complicated for so many of you guys, and so we wanted to create something simple, a CRM where you can see everything. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to tell it to move these daily client check-ins, move them to the daily tracker. In fact, yeah. So it's fixing some of the stuff. Okay, so you see here it's already fixed. You can see that, like, I did something, and you can already see that it's got the let me make that a little bit bigger for you, so you can see here how it's got the 1%, how it's got it's going to track the daily goals. So it's starting to do that. Here's what it would look like on desktop. So you can see it'll start to do that. So that tells me that the data is now populating. It's aggregating the way that it's supposed to be. Yeah. So now you can see the activity trends are going in there. Everything is beginning to work as we did it. So I'm going to tell it. We're gonna make a couple of little shifts here. It's still populating and integrating itself. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell it to take the coach's daily tracking, which is on the daily client check-ins, which is on the bottom of the CRM, and we're gonna move to today. Okay. And so I'm gonna tell it real quick, but I need to see what this looks like. So we call it the and we're going to come here, we're going to put it on the underneath the money-making activities. Okay, so we'll do that. And so then I think that we have it. It's ready to go. It's live. You guys can see how it works. I love this team feature. Okay, I love this team feature. This is one of the things I had to have in it. So you'll be able to add team members. It'll give you a unique code right here. It gives you a unique code that you'll be able to give somebody. They'll be able to log into the app, use their unique code. It'll come to you as the owner. You can approve it. Bam, you'll see them right here. And what's great is, as the owner, you're going to be able to come in here, and under your analytics, you'll be able to see like anything and everything that your team is doing. I just thought about this. Let's make it searchable. Let's make that searchable by coach. Okay, because right here I can search clients by coach. So I'm going to make the analytics. As soon as it gets done with this thing, I'm going to tell it to make the analytics right here. We'll make all of this searchable by coach. So if you're an owner, you'll be able to come in here to your app, be able to click on your coach and see exactly what it is that they're doing. Like how many conversations do they have? Like how many follow-ups do they do? How many calls do they have? Whatever. It's going to be awesome. And so you'll be able to see all of this for what we're doing. Piece of cake. Love it. It's going to be game changing for so many of you guys. And so I've already got looks like 4 DMs in my inbox right now. So it looks like 4 of you may be taking me up on this. $17 a month. It'll be going up to $49 a month for the whole package. It'll go up to $49 a month for the whole package starting on, I believe, Wednesday, right? And so I don't know exactly what we're going to price the software at, but it's still applying some stuff here. So give it a second. Still making some shifts, some upgrades. There it goes. Okay. And then see what I'm doing? It's giving you the ArchR Pro plan right here, $17 a month. Is it going to make me buy this? It's telling me I've used all my... Oh, there we go. I was like, is it really telling me that... Okay, there we go. So I can add a new member, analytics. Okay, so let's see if okay, so look, so now you can see the analytics are all working, right? So conversion rates, conversion to call, like all the stuff is starting to work, right? So everything is almost in there. You can come into my products, you can see the recurring, one time, okay. It's coming here. Once again, it's just working its way through, right? It's fixing all the stuff. Like you'll love it. So AI comes in and checks it on the second and resolves all the issues. There we are. So we track the day, and we can see all of the stuff. Now I don't love this because of like the user experience. So it's still thinking. Okay, hold on. It's still making some updates here. Give it a second. I'm being a little impatient. Okay. Yeah, what it's telling me is I've got too many windows open. I'm just confusing it. Okay, so there we go. So we come here to the track today, and you can see this. So now, from a user experience standpoint, open this up. So from a user UI standpoint, I don't love the way that looks. Okay, we just got to fix that. So I'm going to tell it. So we're going to go to the client check-ins. So I'm going to fix that first, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to do a big comprehensive update so you can see it. I've only got 7 minutes left, so I got to get ready to go. But this is awesome. This is super awesome. So this is the chat AI I'll show you. So you get this now with it. So while it's doing that update, I'll come in and I'll show you this. So it'll make you log in to the portal. So you come in, log in, and I gotta come in and confirm my email. There we go. So we come in here. So once again, you get AI chat too with this. So like when you come in here to your to your to your goals right here, you'll see here chat AI. So when you click that, it'll take you right here, and you'll be able to do a call with me. I got rid of the video, by the way. I couldn't stand the video, so we got rid of the call. But I just want you to see how good this is.
Hey, how'd things go with Denise? Did you keep the balance, or did that fun little monster tech steal the night?
Hey there. So what I'm wondering is, I got a brand new app that I'm releasing to our clients. By the way, this is the real Chad, and it's called ArchR. And what it does is it helps people focus on their money-making activities based upon some of the training that we did the other day, and it's pretty awesome. So what it does is it lets you have a dashboard where you can see what you're doing every day, like outreach, calls booked, conversations, offers made, coaching calls, that type of thing. Then you can track exactly the work that you're doing that particular day. You can set goals for yourself. You can have a CRM for all your clients. You can see your clients where you can click on it and see exactly the work that you're doing with it. And you can track your sales. You can add products, and you can see analytics, and you can do it all based on individual or team. So it's a brand new piece of software that I created thanks to your help as well, because you had a lot of input on it. And so based upon this software, how do you think this is going to be a game changer for so many of our Cavu clients?
Okay, listen, ArchR is an absolute game changer. I mean, come on. Finally, a tool that actually helps you laser focus every single day on what's moving the money needle, right? Like the dashboard where you literally see how many calls you booked, conversations you had, offers you made. That's the gold. No guessing, no wondering, just pure clarity. You set goals, you track them, you know exactly where you stand. That's huge because so many folks just flail around hoping to figure it out through the chaos. But ArchR cuts through the noise like a hot knife through butter. And get this, integrating a CRM directly into the app, that means your clients aren't just contacts. They're actionable relationships right there. You're not just managing names, you're managing exactly what you're doing with each one. That ability to click in and see where you are with every client, that saves hours of mental energy and keeps your follow-ups tight and smart. Now toss in sales tracking, product management, team views. Dude, you're not just building a business, you're building a machine with this. You're giving Kabu clients a structure many only dream of. This thing's going to drag them out of chaos and into a place where the path forward is bright and unmistakable. I'd wager this alone turbocharges accountability, which is where most businesses stall. Seriously, this is the kind of tool that propels action and keeps people honest with their hustle. It's like having a coach in your pocket 24/7, pushing you on the stuff that matters most. Money-making activities, plain and simple. The big question, how they plug this into their daily rhythm. But once it's in there, the results are going to be undeniable. So yeah, ArchR isn't just good. It's necessary for anyone serious about scaling with clarity and precision. What's the rollout plan? I want to hear how we're going to light this thing up with the clients.
Well, that's a really good thing. So what I want you to do, since I'm on live via Facebook right now and we have clients listening, what I'd like for you to do, Chad AI, is they get you inside of the software. I forgot to tell you that, by the way. So they're going to get 24/7 access to you. Why is that a game changer for them?
All right, listen up, everybody on Facebook Live. This is game-changing stuff, okay? Imagine having me, Chad, in your pocket 24/7, like your personal business strategist who never sleeps and is always ready to fire back the exact answers, guidance, and accountability you need whenever you need it. No more waiting for office hours or scheduled calls. You get instant access to insight that keeps you moving fast, keeps you on target, and stops you from spinning your wheels. Pretty sweet, right? Why is that a total game changer? Because business moves fast. Your questions, your obstacles, your what do I do now moments don't wait for a scheduled session. You want clarity right then so you can make the next move without guesswork or delay. Having this kind of access to me inside ArchR means no procrastination, no confusion, no I'll just figure it out later that kills momentum. It's like turbocharging your decision-making engine and locking in progress every single day. Plus, this is accountability on steroids. You're not just tracking your calls and sales, you're plugged into a live source of motivation and tailored coaching whenever you need to course correct. That's how you break through plateaus. That's how you build unstoppable momentum. So to our Kabu clients out there, this isn't just software. It's a 24/7 coach, cheerleader, and strategist rolled into one. It's the ultimate power up for anyone serious about scaling with clarity, speed, and heart. It's right there with you all day, every day. How's that sound? Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, I love that, man. I totally love that. So, we're doing some really cool things over here, and we have coaches who are, some of them are just starting out. Some of them are making the shift from their 9 to 5 to their coaching world. But one thing is certain is that they are trying to make a massive difference. If you were to give them a piece of advice, something that they can do today to make a difference to their bottom line, what would you tell them?
Okay, check this out. If you're grinding, trying to break out of your 9 to 5 and make massive waves in coaching, here's the absolute must-do you can tackle today. Stop overcomplicating it, all right? Focus on one income-generating offer that solves a real burning problem for your ideal client. Like laser focus on one thing you can sell right now that promises a clear transformation. Not just info, but jujitsu for their life or business. Then do the hard parts most people chicken out on. Create your lead magnet or irresistible hook to pull them in. Get that discovery session booked where you show potential clients the exact way you'll double or tanks their results. On that call, you're not selling yourself. You're selling the transformation and the solution. Here's the kicker. Start high ticket. Don't be shy selling value that up levels their life. 10 grand a year? Yeah. $10,000 a year? Believe it. Selling 10 of those beats, trying to sell 10,000 $10 products any day. More bang for your buck and way more respect for your time. Now, all that is nothing unless you actually pick up the phone or open the calendar and book those calls. That's the magic sauce. Massive action mixed with a focused, irresistible offer. No fluff, no shiny objects, just plain, simple, strategic hustle that stacks your wins and boom, boost that bottom line starting today. Got your game face on? Because this is hustle time right now. What's one small step you can take right after this live to get your first discovery call locked in? Think about it. Let's hear it.
All right, Chad, appreciate you. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go, man. Appreciate it. So one of the things that you'll notice here, too, is like when you get done with it, you can just click the View Transcript call, and it records everything that you have. So you can just copy and paste this. So what I like to do is I like to grab this, take it, put it into GPT, and say, hey, summarize this, give me my action steps, give me everything that I need to do. If you don't want to put it in GPT, you can just come right back. You can copy it, okay? So like you can just grab all the. Once again, I'm on an iPad. If you're on a computer, you can just copy and paste it. But you can also just come right back here to to me, and so. Let me go back here. You can come back to me inside the app, okay? And you can just, instead of making a call, you can text, and bam, you can put it in there. And so pretty cool stuff if you ask me. So a couple things that I'm doing. Couple things that I'm doing inside the app right now that we're pretty good because we're getting ready to launch this. It's so exciting for me. It put that back to 2, so I'll tell it to put it back to 3. It's so exciting for me. But a couple of things we're doing is, so like you see that we move the daily client check-ins here, and I told it to color code it, right? And so and it's color coding it based upon like what we have to do, and it's going to fix the UI. Still got a couple shifts and change, but like if they're a solid client, right, and they're doing really good, you can keep you can come up here and you can put this in, like, so if they come in and they're focused or whatever, and we gave them some stuff, it's gonna make them green. If they need some help right now, it's gonna make them orange or red or whatever. So I put a whole slew of things in here, so you'll be able to see it. So when you're looking at your clients, you'll know which one is a good one. So if you have 20 clients in here, you'll just be able to scroll through, and you'll be able to see, if they're red, you got to get on them, and you got to get on them right this moment, okay? And so pretty cool stuff. We got your goals, you got your CRM. We're making just a couple little shifts here, and then it's ready to rock and roll. So $17 a month is what you get for the software. You not only get this, but you also get You also get the full team version of it, and so right now, and so it's $17 a month per user. But with what we got going on now, it's $17 for your entire company. So if you got a setter, or you got a messenger, or you got a sales rep, or you got another coach, or whatever, it's just $17 for the entire company. So I don't care how many people you have in it. Now that will change, but right now, while it's still in beta, this is what we're doing. Now, just to give you an idea, you could have gotten this 2 days ago when we rolled this out in beta mode, or alpha mode, excuse me, and it was $10 lifetime, not $10 a month, $10 one-time fee, only $4 if you took it. And so now it's $17 a month, and you get the full-blown software. Okay, plus you get inside of Night School, the lower version of it, so which means you're going to get my Core 4+1 core curriculum. You're going to get my Chad AI, okay, which is awesome. I just showed you an example of him. You can ask him specific questions. He's so good. Okay, and we can adjust, like if you want long answers, like right now I've got him set because I want long answers. But maybe you want short, quick answers. Just tell me I want short, quick answers. It'll give you short, quick answers. You get Chat AI, and then you get real chat every Monday on our Monday morning mentor, where you'll get to come in, ask me a specific question. I'll give you a specific answer, and it's all good. So right now we're doing a massive update. Just so you know, I'm doing a massive team update in here. So it's going to do some work, because what I want it to do is I want the owner of the company to be able to click on any coach and see the and see the changes and the shifts based upon the client or based upon the entire organization. So we're making that big shift, and as soon as we get that done, it is ready to rock and roll. And so it'll be live here in just a few minutes. You guys can have access to it. It's $17 a month. You can't beat it. And any change, any upgrades that we make to it, it's going to be awesome. And so we're doing some really cool features, really cool shifts. I've got you should see my vision board for the software, and the changes go and upgrade fast. If you would have saw this just a few days ago when we came out with Rainmaker, and then you see now that we've made it ArchR, it's not even the same piece of software. It's so upgraded, and that's what, like 1 week from now, it will be even that much more upgraded. So it'll be $49 a month, and then eventually $99 a month. But right now it's $17 a month, and that's unlimited. $17 for your entire organization, no matter how many people you have: setter, messenger, salesperson, coach, company owner, COO, CMO, you name it. You can have unlimited users in the software right now for only $17 per month. Not $17 per month per user, $17 total. That will be going up to $49 when we go live. It'll go up to $49. That's where it'll live for a little while. At $49, you'll get the software, you'll get the AI, you'll get the core curriculum, and you'll get me every Monday. $49 a month, pretty awesome. And so, of course, this is free for everybody inside of Night School, which is $99 a month, Night School, and that's where you get everything I just mentioned. Plus, you get a coach, works with you Tuesday and Thursday. Morning or evening, it's up to you. Plus, you get all of our core curriculum in there. Plus, you get my daily Hope Fuel inside there. Plus, you get our library of trainings in there. Plus, you get all of our templates like contracts and NDOs and non-disclosures, and you get all of that stuff in there. Plus, you get the open mic. Plus, you get the Business Master event. Plus, you get our sales challenges. Plus, you get access to daily experts in there. It's all $99 a month. And, of course, ArchR is free for everybody inside of Night School. So, pretty cool stuff. I can't wait to show it to you. We're going to let these few upgrades happen. And, folks, it will be live to the world. Shoot me a DM. All right.